Good morning, class. In this lecture, I will discuss underwriting. So first, we will discuss meaning of underwriting. Underwriting is related to IPO. IPO through IPO, public company issue shares, and shares who will buy the share? Public. Suppose a company ABC Limited, they issued 10,000 share to public. So there is a chance that all the share will be bought applied by the public. So they may apply equal to 10,000 share. So application money will be 10,000. Sorry, it may be less than 10,000 share. So it may be less than 10,000 share, or it may be more than 10,000 share. So if it is 10,000, no problem. If it is application is more than the share issued, then also no problem. But if the application is less than the issue share, then there is a problem. So it must be at least 90% of share. If it is less than 90%, then company has to refund the amount to their investors. So that is a big loss to company. So how company can save themselves to this condition, means condition where the subscription is less than 90%? So they can save them through underwriting agreement. So underwriting is what? Underwriting is an agreement between underwriters. Underwriters may be a person, it may be a company, or it may be a bank. And company where the underwriter insured between agreement between underwriter and company means here the company who is issuing share, where the underwriter ensures the company that if the share and debenture offered, so this underwriting agreement is not only for shares, it is for debenture as well. So if the share or debenture offered to the public are not subscribed by the public, means this is the condition, subscribe but less than the issue, in that situation company will buy the remaining share. So here in our case, if the share is 10,000 and subscribed by the public is 8,000, then what will happen? 2,000 less amount, that is the 2,000 amount will be bought by the underwriters. So this is the underwriting agreement. As I told, underwriters may be a person, may be an institutions, those who are underwriting public issue of shares and debenture. So if person or institution they are underwriting shares, they are making guarantee to take share in case of unsubscribed, then they are underwriters. The underwriter may be an individual, partnership, firm, joint stock companies, bank and financial institutions. So these are the some example of underwriters. Then the other as I told, the maximum limit of this commission for underwriter is 5% if he is taking guarantee to buy the shares. So 5% on share and 2.5% on debenture. But as per the SEBI, Security Exchange Board of India, the maximum percentage in both the cases is 2.5%. Now, what is the benefit of underwriting? As underwriters guarantee the sale of shares and debenture, company become certain that their shares and debenture will be subscribed. When there is a agreement of underwriting, a company relieved from trouble of raising the required capital. So he is assured, or the company is assured that he will get the required capital. And now the burden of selling the share transferred to underwriter. They started selling the shares or debenture. When there is an underwriting agreement, a company can sure to get the required capital within a specified period of time. And with underwriting agreement, a company need not bother about money market condition. So whatever is the condition, market condition, company need not to bother about it, because their sale is guaranteed by the underwriters. So types of underwriter. Underwriters may be of two type if we will consider the number of shares. So if any underwriter is guaranteeing to sell all the shares, that is a complete underwriting. So it is one under which the whole issue of share or debenture of the company is underwritten by one or more underwriter. This guarantee may be by one underwriter or in a combination or as a whole more than one underwriter. It may be two, three. Partial underwriting, it is one under which a part of issue of share or debenture of a company is underwritten by one or more underwriter. So suppose the total number of share is 10,000 and the underwriting agreement is for 60% share. So the underwriter liability is only for 6,000 share. Now, now we will discuss the types of underwriting based on the basis of underwriting. So one type is pure open underwriting, another is firm underwriting. So in pure open underwriting, the underwriter agree to buy shares only if the share is unsold in the market or they are not able to sell in the market. So suppose 10,000 shares are there as a whole and all these 10,000 shares are bought by the public. So what is the liability of underwriter? The liability is nil. If 1,000 share is unsold, then this 1,000 is the liability of underwriter. If single underwriter, singly they will buy all these shares. If more than one underwriters are there, they will buy combinedly these 1,000 shares. So there is a calculation. We will discuss that calculation in our when we will start solving the questions. Firm underwriters are those underwriters who has to buy a certain number of shares compulsorily as per the agreement. So here it may be possible with 10,000 issue equity share, underwriter has to buy 2,000 share. Sometimes underwriters are also interested to buy the share because they think that company share will value of share will increase in future, so they are in profit. So they told they sorry they are interested to buy shares. So in that case, if they have to buy certain number of shares compulsorily as per the agreement, it is called firm underwriting. It is important to understand the marked and unmarked application. So if company has agreement, underwriting agreement, in this case underwriters try to sell the application, and when they are selling application, so they are placing stamp in application form, in share application form, their stamp, so that the company can easily recognize who has sold this application. This is very important in case if the number of underwriter is more than one for one IPO. Suppose there is an IPO of 10,000 share and it is taken by three underwriters, A, B and C. A agree to sell 50% share, B 25, C 25. In that case, this marked application is very important. We must know that how many share is sold by how many, which underwriter, so that ultimately we will be able to calculate the liability of each individual properly. So we will discuss all these things in next slide. Hope the concepts are clear. If it is not clear, you ask the question in comment section.